Okay, so here is the first video that I'm doing for the Dirty Pans blog, and tonight I'm gonna cook some chili. And as you can see, very few ingredients, a very easy recipe to follow. So we're gonna start by showing you some of the ingredients I'm gonna use. I have half an onion, some carrots, mushrooms, 2 red peppers that I'm gonna roast over the fire, just over the stove top. I've got a can of pinto beans, some crushed tomatoes, cumin, oregano, pepper, and about a pound of ground turkey. And as you can see, this is the stuff I work with, full of pans. Of course, those are the pans that I use the most. My cast iron, my non-stick pieces, saucepan, and I'm going to use a large saucepan for the chili itself. But what I wanted to show here is how to roast the peppers. Pretty easy. We're just gonna do this, and I'm gonna put one pepper here, another one here, and all we have to do is wait. They're gonna blister, they're gonna turn black, and then I'm still in the process of roasting these peppers. As you can see, I've turned them around a few times, and they are still halfway done. And see, the peppers are almost done. And I have also chopped everything, roughly chopped, because this is a chili and I like my chili chunky. And now we're gonna start the preparation. This is the pan that I usually use for all stews, soups, chili, everything. It's a simple cast iron with ceramic inside. A lot of people call it a Dutch oven. And here is the pepper that I just chopped. Very, very easy. Just after you roast it, you put it under water, take the seeds and chop it roughly. And here's the order we're gonna do. I'm gonna do onions first. Then we're gonna put in the turkey and brown it for about 7 minutes. And then we're gonna use all the other ingredients. I do use some of the leaves of the celery because I think it's a waste if you don't. Lastly, we're gonna put in the beans, tomatoes, and we're gonna let it simmer for about 25 minutes. So we'll start. So here's what I do. I put in about a, let's see if I can put in the focus right. So it's about a tablespoon, a little bit more of olive oil, and the roughly chopped onions are in there. They're going to be there for about 5 minutes or so. So my onions have been here for about 5 minutes. You can see I just put in my turkey in. We're gonna let it brown for about 6-7 minutes until everything has an appearance of cooked. And then we're gonna put in the garlic and the celery and the carrots, which are the toughest veggies. And then we'll continue with the other ingredients. So as you can see here, turkey is getting browned, and as you can see, it's a little bit tough yet because I just took it out of the refrigerator, but it's gonna be easy to mix in together. What I like to do is to break in any lumps that you have, so as you go, the onions are gonna continue cooking, and you're gonna break the turkey into very small pieces. So I'm gonna continue doing. So here is the turkey, and it's mostly broken into lumps. It is not completely cooked yet, but as you can see, you have small lumps, and it's mixed in with the onions. I have put about a teaspoon of salt there. I like to do that every step of the way, not 1 teaspoon for every step, but I season a little bit as I go. And now I'm gonna put in the garlic. Here we go. Garlic is something that burns very easily, so I like to put it when I have some liquid, as you can see in the pan, so it becomes just fragrant. And as the chili cooks, the garlic cooks, has all the flavor but none of the bitterness of the garlic. So we'll just do that. I'm gonna put about half a teaspoon of black pepper in there too, and we can put in this celery. And the carrots. These are the toughest veggies, so they take a little more to cook. And now I'm gonna mix it all in for another 2 minutes just to have everything mixed in. And then we'll put the mushrooms and the peppers and the rest of the ingredients. It's been cooking for about 2 minutes more. So as you can see, everything is mixed in, not cooked, just starting to cook. So I'm gonna finish cooking when I simmer, which is the last step of the chili. As you can see, it's very moist. The peppers are already cooked because they were on the fire for about 5 minutes on all sides, so total time of about 10 minutes, 10-12 minutes, until they were very black. So this cuts the cooking time and gives the chili a nice roasted flavor. Here are my pinto beans. They are rinsed and drained. I do that because I don't like what I see inside the can every time I open a can of beans. This is a large can, and then we have some crushed tomatoes that I'm gonna use, not the whole can, I'm gonna use about a cup. And to that I'm gonna probably add 1 or 2 cups of vegetable broth or chicken broth. As you can see here, this is not ready yet, just before it started simmering. I put in half a can of the crushed tomatoes and some of these chicken organic broth, low sodium. Almost everything I use at home is organic and low sodium because you have to season things and you're already putting salt in it, so why eat more sodium if you don't need to? That's why I buy things low sodium whenever I can, including the beans. They were all low sodium. It really looks after about 20 minutes simmering. It is thick, and I didn't need to re-season it because I seasoned a little bit every step of the way. In the end, it all comes together. So I'm gonna plate this and we'll probably eat it with a dollop of sour cream on top. Here are 2 generous portions of chili, which we're gonna eat tonight. And as you can see, I still have enough for about 2 more portions. So it looks like just a little when you look at the ingredients, but when you put everything together, you have a lot of chili.